The Singe versus Vlad matchup seems unwinnable on paper, or perhaps the first couple of times you try it. But once you learn how Singe's strengths kind of completely counter Vladimir's weaknesses, you will discover that the matchup can be won pretty easily. My first objective of the game is to infiltrate the enemy jungle and attempt to start proxy farming at level 1 to force Vlad to farm under his tower, which is very bad for him. He has no AD and he has one ability on a long cooldown if he starts with his key, which he should do. I'm quite well known in this elo, Diamond 3, for my level 1 proxying, and a lot of players will go looking for me because they know the places that I hide in. So I'm going to hide in the top brush instead, which he doesn't actually check, so I'll be able to just bypass him. Another thing to note is that Vlad decided to take Flash TP, which gives me maximum kill potential on him. It's the ones that have Flash Ghost that I've struggled to kill. And now I start moving down to pick up the first wave at level 1, start my proxying. Not really afraid of Vlad. All he can do is Q me every 9 seconds or something, which is not very threatening at all. Yeah, I don't have any magic resist other than the ones for my masteries, but I do have 18 AP from going 9 in the offense tree, so I'm able to proxy the minions quite effectively, get them down quickly with my poison. Start moving on to the second wave. I'm using my flask. I'm dragging it horizontally to the right, and at this point I decide that the enemy jungler could just walk straight down this path, so I drop my trinket ward there. So I've got 2 wards down, so I'm feeling quite safe. The only real threat is if the jungler bases and comes from their fountain, then I'm gonna not be able to see them in time. As a rule, I tend to execute after the third wave. In fact, the enemy jungler's coming now, so yeah, I have to ditch that wave, but I'll pick it up in a bit. So I pick up boots because that's all I can afford. It is a Lee Sin, who I class as a scary jungler at level 2, and I can't really afford the risk of trying to outplay a level 2 Lee Sin with red. It's just, at the very best, I'll have to blow my ghost. But there's a very high chance of getting picked up by one of the other laners. He does too much damage at level 2. The way to play this lane early is to shove it into the tower, keep harassing Vlad constantly. His harass is on long cooldowns early game. Yours is pretty much constant, so you can just keep running it and flinging him, auto-attacking him non-stop. And as you can see, it's quite resource heavy to do that early game when you don't have the mana pool. So you will have to be backing a lot. You can expect Vladimir to start catching up on you with the creeps that he missed at level 1, that he lost to the tower. Lee Sin actually flashes. I ghost because I get scared, but it's not really necessary. And as you can see, Vladimir just completely loses the plot and just walks into the poison and dies at some point. I actually missed that on camera, but yeah, I'm sure it's a combination of walking into the creeps and by poison, and he just wasn't paying attention and just died. Very nice. And then I base and buy Doran's Ring and Award. The reason being is that a single Doran's Ring just allows me to shove a little bit early game. It gives me a bit more resource generation every time I kill a creep. I get mana back. It allows me to put pressure on that Vladimir. You do not want to be in a situation where you are farming under your own tower and you've got Vladimir who's just shitting on you with his infinite ranged harass, because that situation just sucks, and he'll just grind you down and down and down and down, and then you'll have to back, you'll miss a wave, repeat, and even if he doesn't kill you, he'll snowball off the farm, and that's a very bad situation to be in. You just want to keep the Vladimir pressured as hard as possible. Like here, I'm like, oh god. I realised that he may actually be able to kill me, so decide to back. And that was actually a very bad trade by me, because yeah, we went pretty even on health, but he has the ability to go back to 100% again by the time we get back to lane. What I'm trying to look for is when Vlad is way overextended. I've got my and I've got my ghost up at the same time. That's the exact moment I need to go all in on him. And I'm not 6 yet, so gonna have to be a bit more patient. You do lose to him pre-6 though. Apart from that situation earlier where he just walked into my poison because he was probably tired or something. I wasn't paying attention. That wasn't a great trade either. I took a whole bunch of creep damage, but yeah, I noticed that he might be able to kill me here, so I just I go behind him and I just fling him backwards. I don't want to fling him the other way because then he'd still be between me and my tower. Yeah, this amount of backing is kind of normal. You just sort of run in, get shat on a bit, and just back. It's pretty standard for the matchup. You might be thinking, well, why don't you take magic resist glyphs? But yeah, I mean, sure, some flat MR. I think you get 12 from glyphs would be really beneficial against Vladimir. But the trade-off would be I would lose my flat AP glyphs, and without those, I would struggle to pressure him into his tower. And yeah, I'd have more magic resist, but then I'd lose my pushing ability, and then I'd be in that annoying situation where I'd be farming behind my tower, getting poked down anyway with my magic resist glyphs, so at a slower rate, but still it would be that situation where I would be the passive player in the lane, which is not good at all. And I'd also not be able to proxy at level 1 with magic resist glyphs, so that's why I never take them. Oops, I should have pinged missing, but I had no idea he was down there. I guess he must have teleported. So me and Vlad are pretty even now. We've both got a kill each. So you know, if any accusations of snowballing should be stopped at this point, because I mean snowballing from his I'm going to call it an accidental death earlier. So we're even now, and this is an even playing field. So I will show you how to own him in a bit. I'm not in a hurry to take down his tower. I'm much happier to delete a load of creeps on it rather than just force it down. One reason I don't want to take his tower down quickly is I want him to be farming up here instead of freezing lane at his tower. If he freezes lane at his tower, then I'm forced to roam or farm the jungle, because I can't really farm all the way down there with Vladimir just poking me. Or I'd be forced to proxy behind the tower, which is just a little bit dangerous with Vlad so close by. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy that his tower's still up. I didn't want to force it down. It has more strategic value to me being up than it does, you know, losing it, and them losing it and me gaining 100 gold.
It's nearly time. Shake or not to shake.
Right, this is the point I've been waiting for. As you can see, Vladimir's well overextended. I've got Ghost, I've got my ult, so there's no reason not to go all in. You run at him, you wait for him to pull, then you W on him. You don't W first, because it'll just pull it. And as you can see, Vladimir's in the shit now. He's trying to dupe me through the brush, and it's just not going to work out for him. Got him. Never overextend as Vladimir, or, you know, don't, in a Singed matchup, if you're the Vlad, don't take Flash Teleport. It's not very smart. Take Flash Ignite or Flash Ghost.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
I hear you.
You really need to go for an item like Rod of Ages or Tear first against Vladimir. Instead of going double Doran's Rings, you need that larger mana pool because the fights tend to be quite long because he has the ability to sustain and pull as you fight. If you go double Doran's Ring, then you'll probably just go in the middle of the fight, which is really awkward. Again, he's overextended. I have my ult up. I don't have Ghost this time, but there is no reason to not try and kill him. He pulls, then I throw my W on him. I didn't do it that brilliantly because he only walked over about half of it. I'm water attacking him. You can see the hybrid penetration runes are really working out here. My auto attacks are quite punishing. Singed has, I think he has the highest base AD in the game, so his auto attacks really hurt a lot without any additional AD. And yeah, he's dead. Or I thought he was. And he's just doing his annoying crap, but he's only delaying his death. There we go.
Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Shake or not to shake. It's nearly time.
An ally has been slain.
As a Singed player, you shouldn't be greedy with your ultimate. Just pop it whenever. Just pop it just to pressure people down. I'll go in for a teleport here because I just see a great opportunity to pick up Callista. And then I realise that actually I'm the one in trouble. So and I don't have my ult running still, but thankfully not stops her before she can do anything. I'll take a tower hit and nearly die. It was almost a bad teleport. I don't recommend teleporting with your ultimate down, but I made a spur of the moment decision, and then it was like, oh, actually that wasn't really a great teleport, but never mind, my team's really fed anyway.
I hear you.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
To shake or not to shake.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't usually like putting videos on YouTube of my team like completely steamrolling the enemy team, but the focus was really on the top lane and beating Vlad. I don't think there's anything clever about just winning a steamroll game at all, so I prefer to put videos up of much more difficult games or massive comebacks. I think they're more educational and interesting. And yeah, Vladimir's overextended again. At this point, he's probably not even giving a crap about the game. He's just like, fuck, noob team. But you know, I'm not going to let him get away with it. Same thing again, auto him down with your ult on. Ezreal's also here as well. Wait for his pull, then W him. Lee Sin's trying to save him. Sona KS's me, but it doesn't really matter. Fine, I'm fed enough as it is. And yeah, that was a sick outplay there by Ezreal on the Lee. Kallista's here. And she's a bit of a nightmare for Singe, but oh, and I get pulled by Fresh. Oh, I didn't know Fresh was there. And yeah, that was a dumb mistake. Thankfully, Kallista's not so popular at the moment, but as you can see, she's one of those nightmare mode champions to deal with as a Singe player. You need like Righteous Glory to actually catch one.
To shake or not to shake? Mix, mix, swirl, mix.
I don't do yoga, never try Pilates. Not many people want me at their
It's nearly time.
trying to find my face, oh why, oh why, oh why.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't know what's going on in here because I know I can't kill him. He's too close to his tower, and there's inevitably going to be a point in the next couple of minutes when I'm going to need my ultimate because we're playing very aggressively towards their base. So I'd rather save it for the team fight that's probably about to happen. And that's it, guys. There's not really much more to watch on this video if you want to learn the Vlad matchup, but I'll let the game run out until the end anyway.
On my way. Nearly time. It's nearly time.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a structure.
To shake or not to shake.
An ally has been slain.
On my way.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Rampage.
Nearly time.
Unstoppable. An enemy has been slain. Has destroyed a turret.
To shake or not to shake.
An ally has been slain.
It's nearly time.
An enemy has been slain.
I hear.